Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Boa, and on my YouTube I talk about anything that interests me and anything that interests you. So today, guys, you all know that I'm moving back to Ghana. So I'm heading to the African store to just buy the shipping burial so that I can start to pack and get ready. Even though I have like a lot of months ahead of me, I still want to like start packing ahead of time. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And hold on, I have to cross the street. Okay, so after I buy the burial or borrow or whatever they call it, I'm gonna show you guys how much it is. I might not be able to record it because Ghanaian people here, they don't like to be recorded. So I'm gonna ask for the price, how much the custom fee, how long it's gonna take, what things that I can put in the burial, what things that I cannot put in the burial, and then like how much the burial costs and everything. That's basically my only concern that I have, like when it gets to Ghana, what's gonna happen and so far. So I'll show you the process, guys. I'm gonna get off camera and then show you as I go. I'm running late. I have 1 hour to get there and they are gonna close in 1 hour. So see, guys, I'm back. I'm almost there. Guys, we're almost there. So the lady did tell me that she only accepts cash. So because she only accepts cash, I only have cash with me. Enough for one burial and a small, like a plastic one where they tie it up with only clothes. So that's what I'll be getting. And she also said that on the phone, basically, she also said that they, what do you call it? They don't do per kilo like other people do. They do per container, per height. So I don't know how that's gonna be. So I'm gonna ask her for an estimate because I thought they would be using weight. And yeah, guys, I'm almost here. I know it's taking so long, but I'm almost here. Wish me good luck. Alright guys, so I am here. This was the building. I ended up recording this session, but the thing was music was playing, and for copyright reasons, I cannot play the audio because the music was really loud in the background. But I'm just gonna talk about some of the things that she said. So one question that I had was, what do I need to put into the container? And she was basically saying that you can put anything that you want, but don't mix soap, like, because the main purpose of getting the burial was for soap purposes. And then she was just basically saying that, okay, don't mix soap and food together, you know, worst case scenario, something happens and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, you know what, I got it. But I asked her, okay, can I put liquids and stuff inside there, like soap, shampoos and stuff like that? Is that okay? And then she's like, yeah, that's fine. And then I'm like, okay, what else can I put inside? And she's like, clothes, just like foods and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I got the burial for $30. And there was a large one for $60. Originally, she told me that the large one was $65 and the small one was $35. But when I got there, it was a different story. It was $30, which was good because if I said, hey, madam, you said it was how do you call it, 35, I would have been screwed. So it's good that I shut my mouth. So she told me, I gave her the money, and that was it. And then after, I was like, okay, you know what, based on the phone conversation that we had, you told me that, hey, we don't really do per weight, right? It's per height. So if it's per height, how much would you charge me? And she's like, for this barrier that you have, it's going to be $165. And I was like, okay, so anything that I want to put in, I can put inside, and it's going to be $165. And I was fine with the price. I thought it was going to be really expensive, right? Because I had gotten an estimate from other people. Okay, so after that, I was just like, okay, so my concern is that when I get to Ghana,
do I have to declare anything? She's like, no, it's part of your fee that you pay here. It's part of it. So if you pay 165, that's it. When it gets to Ghana, it's already covered by us, so you don't need to stress too much. And I was just like, okay. And then she's just like, but when you get there, it's your responsibility to come pick it up and go to drop it off wherever it needs to be dropped off. So I was like, okay, I got it. I understood it. Then I was just like, how long is it going to take? And then she's just like, oh, it's going to take 2 months, right? But because of COVID, think about 3 months, you get? So I was just like, okay, no problem. That sounds really good with me. And then I wanted to ask her more questions, but she was just so irritated. I was like, how do you pack and stuff like that? She's just like, girl, just pack and bring it. I think she was trying to eat, guys. She was eating her wachi. She didn't want to be disturbed. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. But yeah. This is the one that I ended up buying, and this is how thick and how long it is, to be quite honest.
Guys, you see my life, eh? If you're buying this, you should probably like call Uber, because this thing is so heavy and I can't carry by myself, and my home is like 20 minutes, so I have to carry this and go by myself. So I have to figure it out. I am back. I'm so exhausted. So I was carrying that thing on the road. It was so heavy. My back is even hurting. Thank God somebody like saw how struggling I was struggling and helped me, to be quite honest. For my advice for you guys, if you plan on buying this, have a car. I don't have a car. I was gonna take the bus, but the bus wasn't passing at the place that I was going, so I was trying to make it towards like a bus stop first, then take the bus. But then I was thinking, I'm like, yo, this thing's not gonna fit inside the bus, so I have to come up with another plan B. So thank God somebody honestly felt bad for me and decided to give me a lift. On the phone, when I spoke to the lady, it was supposed to be $35 for a small and $65 for a large. So when I came in person, we were so confused. She was like, oh, where's your stuff? And I'm like, no, I wanted the container so I can start slowly pack and then bring it to you guys. I'm not sure why she was saying that. Maybe because it was like, it might be a bit heavy. That's for a car. That's probably why she said that it's best to bring it in there. But I got there, I explained it to her, and she's like, go in there. She trusted me. She's like, just go in there and go grab whatever. So I went to go grab the one that she was talking about, and it was $30. And then when I grabbed it, no, there was one that was really small actually, and then it looked like $30, and I'm like, oh my God, this is too small. And then she came out to kind of help me. So she just basically got that one that I showed you guys. Is so large. I thought that one was like the $65 one, but that one, it turns out $dollars. And I was like, oh, so which one is the big one? She's like, that one. I'm like, how much is it? She's like, $60. So I'm like, yo, why did she keep switching the prices? I was laughing. I'm like, why did she keep switching the prices? It makes no sense. Like, but you know what? That's what I like about Ghanaians. They're really flexible with the prices. I didn't really like argue too much or like say, madam, like lower the price, because to be quite honest, it's cheap compared to other places that I looked. This one is really cheap, $30, and it looks like a large. It doesn't look like a small to me. So I think the reason why it was also cheap, it was because it's kind of used, right? It's not brand new, it's really used, but it's not used, but it's, you can tell it's used. You just have to kind of like wash it up and wipe it up, and you're good to go. At the end of the day, it's just a burial. You just want to put your stuff in, and that's it. I ended up buying this one. I don't know if you can see it. This one is $2. So this one is the one that I'm gonna like, I'm gonna put some of my clothes in, because I have a feeling I'm gonna overpack. I feel like I'm gonna honestly overpack. So it's better to have this, plus it was $2. So it's better to have this and to be safe. Everything, so for the black barrel is basically, she said that it's gonna be $165, and if I go, so this includes customs and everything. So if it gets delivered and stuff like that, it's good to go.
but once it gets to Ghana, I'm responsible to basically pick it up and take it to where it's supposed to go. So that's what she said to me, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't know how much the white one will be, but if this one is $65, I think the white one should be cheaper than that. So I'm kind of glad. I'm glad it was all worth it, and I'm happy. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I really do appreciate your help. My breath so much. But yeah, I'm so excited.